friends! Welcome back to our channel if you've seen our videos before, and if you are new, my name is Abby.
My name is Soap.
And we're the Disney Sisters.
Today we have, I guess, kind of like an old video for you that we are reviving and bringing back, and that is our St. Patrick's Day pin tag. So this tag we actually created St. Patrick's Day last year, and it was so much fun. We loved getting to share our pins with you guys, and kind of creating the prompts was a really fun process for us. And a lot of you guys took part in it. So thank you so much to everybody who did that. It was so exciting to get to see all of your pins through this video. So this year we were revisiting the tag, watching our video from last year, and we thought, you know what? We actually have a lot more pins that could still work for these same prompts this year. So we decided to just go ahead and answer our pin tag.
We're gonna do it
Take
again.
2. So we're doing round 2, new pins, same prompts, and I'm curious to see how our pins kind of differ from last year to this year. I'm pretty sure I've actually acquired these since that time last year. So
we're not going to tag anybody to do this, mainly because we're already at St. Patrick's Day, but if you want to do it as like a post St. Patrick's Day celebration, just a March
St. Patrick's Day
celebration, feel free to do it. We tag you. There are 6 prompts to this tag, so let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
Question 1 is, what's at the end of a rainbow?
A pin!
Get it? Wink. Okay, show a pin with a rainbow on it.
I'm still very proud of these prompts, by the way. These are some great prompts. So my pin for this answer is actually a new one to my collection, and it is a St. Patrick's Day pin from 2006. This one was actually a cast member release, and so I'm assuming it was available to cast members who worked on St. Patrick's Day. So it's just Mickey Mouse dressed as a leprechaun, and he's of course in front of a rainbow, and then he's got lots of 4-leaf clovers around him, and it says 06 cast member St. Patrick's Day.
My pin that I chose for this prompt is this one. This is the I Collect series. This is a new series that they're doing this year. It's a monthly release, and the first month, January, was Figment.
Couldn't have been more perfect.
So you guys know I collect Figment, or if you don't know, surprise, I collect Figment pins because he's one of my favorite Parks characters, and so it's really cute, shaped like a pin bag, and then you open it up and there's a bunch of like fake pins on this pin, and the one in the middle is Figment inside of a rainbow. So, and there's also like a rainbow paint palette, there's a rainbow that says imagination. This one's got a bunch of rainbows on it, and it's also got a hinge element, and it's pretty cool. So this is the one that I went with for this prompt.
Question 2, your luckiest pin find. Share a pin that was free to you. So the pin that I shared last year was like this whole big saga story of how it was free, and I found it in the parks. And if you want to go back and see our video from last year, we can link it above and in the description, so you can go check it out. But this year, I have no amazing story like that. This pin was just gifted to me, and it is the St. Patrick's Day 2020 pin. So I just got this one about a week ago, and it's Thumper on, I think he's like sitting in a bunch of 4-leaf clovers, like Cloverfield, I guess. And then he is eating one. There's one in his mouth, and he's kind of like in a reclined position, so he's like relaxing. And then the clover in his mouth is a spring element, and so this one like moves around. And it's just the cutest pin, so fun. This one is limited edition, but I think it's limited edition 4500, so that's a pretty big edition size. But it's just a cute one. I mean, look at that face. Can't be mad at that face. It's so cute.
So my freebie pin was one that found me in a lot of ways. It's this little friendship boat pin. So last spring, I think it was, we went resort hopping with our friend Vicky from Vixen Lost in Disney. I'll link that video up there.
You should go watch it. It's a really funny one.
Yes. This pin found its way to be wedged in my shoe at the Contemporary. So it's just a little friendship boat pin, but it's a little hidden Mickey pin that just found its way into my shoe. And so I took it home, and now it lives with the rest of my pins. Question 3, your pot of gold pin. Show a grail pin that you own. So something that was a grail and now you own it. Or it's just like one of your most treasured pins in your collection.
My pin for this answer is one that I actually It's a newer grail for me because I didn't know it existed for a long time, but this set has been a grail set for a long time for me. I own a few pieces in it, and so every time I see one, I try to add it to my collection. And it is the gold coin St. Patrick's Day pins. So I have the Mickey Mouse one and the Dopey version, and after doing a little bit more research on this set, I actually found out that it was a mystery pin set before mystery pins were kind of a thing, and you could get it on the Disney, I think it's called like Disney shopping website, and you could order them and you would get like 4 pins in your box, but they were a randomly assorted 4, so you never knew which ones you would get. So I have the Mickey Mouse one, which is I think like the completer type one because his limited edition size is a little bit less than the others. But then I found this one when I was looking online for this set, and it is actually Scrooge McDuck sitting in a pot of gold counting his clovers, which I think is so perfect. And this one, like, I love Scrooge McDuck. I love Mickey's A Christmas Carol. So when I saw this pin and that it was part of that collection, I was like, oh, I have to have this one. And so this one's a newer grail, and then I'm so happy that it's coming to join my other coins. And so this one is limited edition of 900.
My grail pin was one that I didn't even know existed till it was gifted to me by our friend Mitzi during last year's Easter Blessing Basket exchange. I'll link that up there too. This pin, y'all. Look at this pin. Look how big it is.
It's huge.
Look at this thing.
For reference.
Look at this thing. It's so big, and I absolutely love it. So I was really tempted to use this for my rainbow prompt, but like I needed to put it in the grail pin prompt because it's so pretty. So this one is a limited edition of 300, which is for sure my lowest edition size of any pin I have. And it's a WDI Walt Disney Imagineering exclusive for the Epcot 35th anniversary a few years ago. And I love it. It's one of my favorite pins ever. It's the star of my Figment collection for sure. And it's just him painting a rainbow, but it's so gorgeous and huge, and I just love it.
It's such a pretty one.
Yes, so this is definitely my grail pin.
Question 4, the Emerald Isle. Share a green pin. And I also wanted to take this moment to point out our fabulous green ears that we are wearing today, both of which we have acquired since last St. Patrick's Day. I feel like a shamrock princess.
You look like a shamrock princess.
like a full-on
yeah
crown going on. And then Abby's got her cute little Kermit ears. Both of these were from friends of ours.
I figured if there's any time to wear Kermit the Frog ears, it's St. Patrick's Day. So.
Unless, is there like a Muppet Day? Is that a thing?
There should be. I don't think there is, but there should be.
Okay, so back to the green pins. So my green pin for this choice is another new addition to my St. Patrick's Day collection. And it is this St. Patrick's Day 2010 pin. So this one is Mickey Mouse sitting on a gorgeous glittery shamrock. And my favorite part about this is Mickey's outfit. He's in like his Argyle, or I guess it's like plaid sweater, with his hat, with a shamrock on it, and then he's got a clover in his hand. It is like the cutest thing. It's so beautiful. It's like a pin on pin, but there's so many elements in here. You've got glitter, you've got pin on pin, you have like a raised element with the wording. It's beautiful. Yeah. So this one is from 2010, and it's a limited edition of 4,500.
My green pin that I went with is another new addition to my collection. We're like pulling out all the new ones today.
I love it.
But this is a brand new pin from this year's Flower and Garden Festival, and it is so cute. So it is Figment, the Figment Topiary, looking all ponderous, with Spaceship Earth behind him and some flowers and things, and down here it says Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival 2020. So this one is limited edition of 4,500, and it's just really cute, and I had to have it for my Figment collection. This was pretty much the only Flower and Garden pin that I like wanted to have for real.
I think we each only got one this year, which is pretty good.
And plus, he matches our Figment Topiary Wishable.
Yeah!
Prompt number 5, lift your glass, show a pin with a beverage represented.
Yeah, so this pin, I'm actually sharing a Christmas pin on St. Patrick's Day.
You're allowed to do that.
But I've shown St. Patrick's Day pins on at Christmas before.
This is true. So yeah, go for it.
I felt like I couldn't not share this pin because Minnie Mouse is literally toasting her hot chocolate mug. So I was like, of course I have to share this one. So this one is a Minnie Mouse pin from the Very Merry Christmas Party 2017, I think. And she's dressed as a Christmas elf, and she's got her mug of hot cocoa that she is cheersing. I think she's so cute. She also has a present in the other hand. Yeah. So like that's kind of how you want to do it. Present and hot cocoa. Like what could be better? But she's just looking super cute, and she's lifting her glass, so I had to share this pin for this answer.
My pin for this answer, this is the one where it was kind of similar to last year in that I showed a Mrs. Potts pin last year because she was the only thing I could think of, and this pin has a little Mrs. Potts teapot on it. So this is a Baby Belle pin. This was from a booster set of a bunch of princesses in like cute baby form, and so I kept the Belle one, and I love it. She's so cute, and she's got a little teapot that's shaped like Mrs. Potts to have a little tea party, and it's so darn cute. So yeah, this is my pin for this question.
And the sixth and final prompt is an Irish jig. Share a pin that has music or dance represented. And for this one, I actually chose a pin that has both dance and music represented on it. And of course, it's my faves. It is Cinderella and Prince Charming, and they are dancing to, I'm guessing this is So This Is Love, like playing in this, if I'm imagining this scene in my head. And they're dancing in like the ballroom scene, but it actually has music notes surrounding them on the pin, so you can tell that the music is playing, and it says "Follow Your Heart" on top of it. But I just thought this was a perfect mix of like music and dance in a pin because they are dancing and they're surrounded by music notes. And this one's an interesting one because Cinderella is actually dressed in pink. She's in a pink version of her blue ball gown.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So it's like pink and gold colorway. And then Prince Charming is in his classic like blue and gold. So it's an interesting color, even though it's a classic, it's like a classic scene.
So my pin for this question is also my pin of my faves. Mine is Belle and Beast. So this is the Beauty and the Beast pop-up book, which was the monthly release, one of the monthly releases from last year. They had a lot of them going on in 2019. But this was my favorite of the monthly releases because they're all shaped like storybooks and they're different themes. So I have several of these, but this one is one of my favorites because you can see Belle and Beast are dancing on the inside in that iconic ballroom scene, which is my favorite Disney song of all time, is Beauty and the Beast that plays in that scene, and I absolutely love it. So I knew I had to pick this one because to me it represents both the music and the dancing of that scene, and it's so iconic, and I love it so much.
That is it! Yet another St. Patrick's Day pin tag completed. Yes. It was so much fun to go back and do these again. I still love these prompts. Yeah. Like, I think they're so fun.
This is one of my favorites that we've done. We've done a few, but I love this one.
I love this one. So, maybe you'll be back next year to share more pins with this one.
Who knows?
Who knows? But we did have fun revisiting this one this year. So if you liked this video and you want to see more pin content, please give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe down below for more Disney content.
Be sure to hit the notification bell next to the subscription button so you don't miss any future videos from us.
Let us know in a comment down below which of these pins was your favorite.
And have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
Bye!